Hey, what's up guys? Another Zippo trick for you today. This one's called Karate Kid. It's an aerial Zippo, so we're going to be letting go of the Zippo and then catching it. I'm using a plain satin Zippo for this. I don't want to use something fancy, nor do I suggest you use your favorite Zippo for this. There's a high probability of dropping it. There's a high probability of damaging your Zippo or breaking it completely. Also, there's an inherent danger because it is going to be lit and in the air. Alright, so if you do drop it, it's going to land on your floor. I don't recommend doing this inside. I don't recommend doing this if you're underage. I don't recommend doing this over a carpet with pets around. Actually, I don't recommend doing this at all. That makes it easier for a disclaimer. But anyway, it's a very simple trick to do. There's not a lot of physical aspects to it. It's just timing. That's all it is. If you're used to flipping a bell song, you do have an upper hand with this. Of course, you want to look at the Zippo while you're doing this because it is going in the air. You want to be able to catch it properly. But if you do have a little background with ballad songs, your peripheral vision is usually enough to be able to throw it up and catch it without looking at it. So that does help you a little bit if you have that background. But I do recommend you keep an eye on it. For this video, I'm not going to. I'll be staring right at you guys the whole time. But I mean, except for when I'm slapping it. So anyway, here, let me show you how it works, and then I'll do a little breakdown for you in all the different steps, and a couple little tips and tricks that hopefully help you out. So, this is Karate Kid. Alright guys, so here's the breakdown of the move. It's actually very simple to do, it's just a matter of catching it. That's the hardest part in this move. Snapping open is very easy. You guys are used to doing this and other tricks. But basically, we're starting off with the 3-finger grip. The Zippo is upside down with the hinge facing to your right. But the hinge is to our right. Pointer finger, middle finger, it's upside down. It goes on the base, and our thumb goes on the cap or lid. When you squeeze together, your fingers slide off the back, okay, and you're snapping it open. But as your fingers slide, you're grasping the lid, okay? And it snaps open. Now once you do snap this open, you want to make sure that you twist your hand slightly, because once open you want this completely square with your body. So the next step is coming down and chopping the wheel. All you're doing is creating friction on that wheel. You're spinning it with the base of your pinky or your palm. It might be more comfortable to use the palm, okay, as opposed to the pinky. Of course, if you come in too close, you're going to just smack the top of the chimney part and it's going to hurt your hand, maybe even cut you. If you miss, well, you miss, and then you just mess the trick up. So it basically, you have to practice, you know, where to kind of come in and chop it. Just give it a bunch of tries. It doesn't take a whole lot of pressure if you have a fairly new Zippo to turn that wheel. If you have an older one, sometimes the wheels start getting a little bit loose on you and stuff. Once it's lit, you're coming down, you're sparking it to light it. Okay. The next step is coming back up with your hand and hitting the body. Okay. When you hit the body, you're literally just letting go of the lid, and the whole thing's going to spin in the air. All right. The next part is obviously just catching it. Now, the biggest tip I can give you, a safety tip, okay, and something I highly recommend and suggest, is that when you try this move, every time that you attempt it, let it rest for at least 20 seconds to let that the insert cool down. Okay, if you like this Zippo, it's obviously creating heat, and you guys know from doing Zippo tricks, you can burn yourself very easily. The longer this is lit, the hotter that metal gets. It's just sheet metal. All right, so when you attempt this trick, let's say you screw it up, you drop it, whatever, don't very quickly try it again. Okay, give yourself a little bit of time to let this cool down. If you don't, you will burn yourself. When you're doing any kind of aerial and the Zippo's going up in the air and you re-catch it, particularly when it's open and lit, it's not the fire that's burning you. Okay, obviously if it stays on your hand for a couple seconds, it is the fire. But initially, when doing tricks over and over and over again, this insert heats up incredibly hot, and when the metal touches you, it sizzles your skin like a hot fajita. All right, it's not good. So that's my biggest tip to you: is you attempted the trick, you screwed it up, wait 15-20 seconds at least. Let that metal cool completely so that you can, you know, put your hand on it and hold it. All right. If it's too warm to do that, don't do the trick again. You're just going to make it hotter and hotter, and you're going to burn your skin pretty severely. All right. So that's pretty much it. Once again, you're snapping it open, rotating your hand so it's square with you, coming down, chopping it lit, coming back up, smacking it in the air, catching it any way you want. Of course, in this case, I happen to catch it upside down and closed it to catch. You don't want to do that. You want to catch it when it's open and still lit. Okay, I think any Zippo trick, the end purpose is to do something cool your end result is having a Zippo open and lit. So then you can light a cigarette, light a firework, whatever you're doing with the lighter itself. All right, and then afterwards you can close it any way you want. So with this trick, I don't like set a specific type of grab or a specific type of landing. Any way you catch it, just like a balisong, just make sure, even if you catch it funky like sideways or upside down, just do something to end up with the Zippo open and lit upright like this. Okay, that's the purpose, and then you can close it any way you want. So that's it. That's Karate Kid. Just something new. People wanted to see some more aerial type Zippo tricks. People would ask for Zippo tricks in general. People like them, just like balisong tricks, and I try to do more of those as well. But I just recently got a message specifically asking for an aerial one, so I said, all right, well, it's time to do one. And this is the one I came up with. So that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Appreciate your time as always. I thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take it easy, guys. All right, little bonus scene here. I just watched the footage and realized that I said I don't have to look at the Zippo to catch it. You can use your peripheral vision to know where it is to catch it properly. So I'm going to redo the trick again for you real quick, staring at you the whole time. So here we go. That's it. Take it easy.